Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, it's me. Today is the Wednesday check-in. It is December 6th, 2023, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that's updated every Thursday, and then make sure that you head on over to the blog Hello Cupcake It's Me to give the blog some love. And then follow me on all the different socials and check out the links down below. So, as you can see, I'm back in my car. Yay! But today's word, kids, is cautiously optimistic. I'm happy that I have my car back. I have been able to drive it around town a little bit. And so far, so good. I'm trying not to jinx it. The shop said that they changed out 2 sensors, did an oil change, which I didn't need the oil change, but they went ahead and did one anyways. So now I have like 2 different stickers up here. I have one for Jiffy Lube and then one where they did this. Well, I don't know if they did it in store or what, but anyways, I was looking at the stickers. So yeah, it has just been so long. Like the last week and a half, guys, I have not been doing all that well. I've just been pushing through it the best I can, doing the best I can. And a lot of depression, not the hardcore stuff though. Thank fucking God, not the hardcore depression. But just feeling really down and like bad and just blah. And one of the things was just like, I don't even want to put it to words because I'm not sure who's going to see this or whatever else, but it was definitely situational that brought on the majority of the depression that I was having. So, I'm just thankful right now and cautiously optimistic, like I said. Yesterday I got to go out with a girlfriend and, that was nice to just be able to get up and out of the house for a little while. And we went to Walmart and we went to the Dollar Tree and we went to this place called the Grocery Warehouse, which is like a discount grocery store. You never know what they're going to have type place. And it was just nice to get out of the house. I've had to utilize public transport more than I wanted to or more than I'd like to admit to over the last week and a half, but it's working out. The bus wasn't as bad as I remembered it, but the wait for the bus is what fucked life up for me. Like, I would look at the time like, okay, the bus is supposed to be at this bus stop at 11:45. Okay, so I'm going to leave my house at 11:30 to make sure that I'm there right there in time or whatever. And then 11:54, the bus would show up when it was supposed to be there at 11:45. And I know that it doesn't sound like that big of a weight gap or whatever, but when it's like this outside and raining, that's a huge gap in time. And there's no like shelter or bus stop to actually sit at. It's just a pole that says, oh yeah, by the way, the bus stop's here type situation. And for the last 13 of the 15 years that I've lived here, I have been asking the bus depot to put in 2 sheltered stops at the very least, to put in a seat at those stops by my house. And for whatever fucking reason, they won't. And it's like, whatever. So, yeah. Having to utilize the bus a couple of times really brought things back into perspective. Like, if I have to do this, I will and I can. But I prefer not to have to do this, so I really don't want to. But, yeah, so what was it? Monday, I had to take the bus into town, and I didn't go to class that morning. I stayed home because juggling a ride and all that other stuff was just like way too much. So all day Monday, I stayed home and I dealt with Social Security and Medicaid. So if you're on Social Security, take a look. You may have gotten a letter in the mail stating that you are being moved from one drug plan to the other drug plan. In my case, I was on Aetna SilverScript, and I received a thing saying that I was now going to be on Cigna starting January 1st. And I was talking to a medical insurance broker, and they were going over the formulary list and all that other stuff that Cigna had, and it was slated that I was going to be paying like $8,000 a year out of pocket, and that some months my prescriptions would be like $90, other months it'd be $30 or $40, then it'd go back up to $90, and it would just have this yo-yo effect. And somehow the broker thought that was going to be a great thing. And I'm like, you know my financial situation. You know what I'm able to do and not do. Like, I can't pay $8,000 a year out of pocket. I can't pay that. Like, I don't even have $100 at the end after like the 5th of, like the 5th or the 6th of the month. I'm usually down to like $40 to $70. And this month is no different. Like, I have just a little bit of money left that I have got to try to put toward doing Christmas for my family. And I'm finding that increasingly difficult. Oh my God. I have something for my niece. I have at least 3 things for my niece, 2 things for my sister, 1 thing for my sister's boyfriend, 1 thing for his dad, and my mom, I already got her. So I want to get a few more items for each person, and it's not going to be anywhere near like glamorous or expensive or whatever, because I just can't do it. And so anyways, got all that to think about. And my sister's boyfriend's dad, he's really super easy, and that's really not going to cost me any money to get him his thing. Like, he likes candy and stuff like that. He's like in his 80s, is like, I don't need anything, but what I do need is this sweet tooth to stop. So last year I got him a huge box of candy that had like all kinds of different Snickers and Reese's Pieces and all this other stuff, and he was like so freaking delighted about that. So I'm just gonna do that again this year for him. So but yeah, every year the family tries to do 1 thing they need, 1 thing they want, 1 thing that's handmade. And it has to be like local handmade artisan type situation, not handmade and sold through Amazon or what have you. So, yeah. Anyways. Oh, and then this year, it's being added a thrifted item. So something that you get from the thrift store. So, I already have part of the thrifted item for my niece. And then I need to put something together for my sister that is a thrifted item, and her boyfriend that's a thrifted item. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, after I'm done with this, I'm going to Goodwill and taking my No 90 sum and seeing if I can find something for damn near nothing that is in good condition. But yeah, so because it was Tuesday yesterday and I went out with a friend, I ended up not going to trivia because we got home about 5:30, and trivia starts at 7, but I was hungry and I really didn't have the money to go to the bar, and I had just no desire to really go. Like, I just wanted to stay home and try to go to sleep early, but that didn't happen. I ended up falling asleep about 12:45, 1 o'clock this morning, and having to get up at 6:15. So, yeah, a little tired right now. But, what else is going on? Oh, I did get a new video game, and, yeah, sorry. I just remembered that I didn't finish the story about the medical insurance. But anyways, going back to the medical insurance, on Monday I had to call all these different companies. And anyways, long story short, I talked to Medicare and I told them that I couldn't pay the $8,000 out of pocket or whatever if I was able to stay on my current plan. And they're like, oh yeah, that's going to be $3.50 a month out of pocket. So you were going to move me to another plan because it was $0 a month, but I was going to be shelling out $8,000 a month and paying like anywhere between $40 and $90 a month, because that plan was $0 and not all of my prescriptions were covered. Like one of the insulins that I take, $2,694 fucking dollars. What? Like, no, that's some bullshit. So now I'm paying $3.50 a month for my drug coverage, plus the usual like $15 to $20 for all of my medications that are completely covered. And I'm just like, oh my God. So yeah, be aware if you are being changed over to a different insurance plan, it's because the plan that you were on is no longer a $0 a month, whatever. So if you're paying $0 a month for your drug coverage and they switch you to a new drug coverage, it's because that old drug coverage is now being charged a certain amount. So call Medicare. It took me literally like maybe 5 or maybe 15 minutes to get through to somebody. I called Medicare, and then it said your wait time is going to be 10 minutes, 10 or 11 minutes. You can have someone call you back, or you can wait on the phone. I opted to have someone call me back, and it was literally under 15 minutes before they called me back. And I got everything situated. So long story short on that, I'm paying $3.50 a month now, and I'm getting to keep the drug plan that I'm on, and all of my drugs are covered. So yeah. Now, switching over to the video game, I did get a new video game. I got Star Trek Prodigy, and I loved the show. And so getting to play as the characters from the show is kind of fun, and it's a puzzle RPG side scroller type game. Not really side scroller, but that gives you that kind of feel of very limited camera movement, a lot of bird's eye view of the characters, which I hate forced perspectives. I really don't care for, but anyways, so far so good, and I've really been enjoying that. And then outside of that, when I'm not playing that, I'm rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and reliving all of the yays and of that show. And I'm still working on the book. And as of right this minute, I have 139 pages left to write. So really excited about that. It's coming along really, really well. And I am going to open up the author website January 1. So I'll start releasing all of the social media stuff for that. So then that way you can join in and follow along with my progress and everything that I'm putting into it, and get on the waiting list and so on and so forth. And yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I feel like I'm rambling enough and jumping from topic to topic and being completely scatterbrained. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments section down below, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.